Hi, my name is Askarina and I am from Great British Mag, which is a digital magazine which covers everything an international student should know if they are studying and living in the UK. Alright, so as the title of this video might suggest, today I am going to talk to you about my review of LSE, because in 2017 until 2018 I studied at LSE for my master's degree. I originally came from Indonesia. I went to LSE to study my master's degree in gender, media and culture with a full scholarship from the Chevening Scholarship. It is a UK scholarship for international students. You should definitely check that out also. But today I'm going to tell you my honest review about LSE itself. So are you ready? Let's get to it. Alright, so first I want to talk about why I chose LSE in the first place and why the UK. I mean, you probably know that the UK hosts hundreds of great universities, and one of them is LSE. And I originally didn't really know about LSE at all when I was planning my master's degree, but a friend of mine got into LSE and he studied communication at the time, and my background is in communication studies. I had a bachelor's degree in communication, so I started to look up on their website, and apparently LSE has a gender study department. It just so happens that I was actually looking for a gender study program which can also allow me to study communication, so sort of like a merger of both, because I studied gender, media and culture. So it is actually hosted both by the Department of Gender and the Department of Communication Studies. It was just a perfect match for me. And also LSE is one of the most prestigious universities in London. They are on the higher ranks of most of the ranks you can imagine. So that is originally why I wanted to go to LSE. Oh, one more thing is that for my department, the Department of Gender Studies, from what I've read, at that time they were the biggest gender department in Europe. And you know, LSE is a university focusing on social sciences, so if you want to study other than social sciences, I don't think LSE can offer anything for you. But definitely if you are a social studies student, you should definitely check LSE out. Now, on my overall review about LSE itself, I would say it's a very good place to study, and yes, there are some things that I wish the university can improve on, but overall I had a blast and my study experience was excellent. And I have to highlight and underline and bold the word study experience. If you love studying, definitely LSE is a good place, because everybody is quite competitive academically, obviously, but they're still friendly. So I don't know how to put that in words. I feel like everybody loves studying. Everybody stays up late in the library. Everybody loves to discuss about discourses, about topics related to their departments. It was a very engaging environment academically, but there are some things that I don't really like about LSE, especially their layouts, their buildings, because if you don't know, LSE is located smack in the middle of London, and I think it's surrounded by like a CBD area, you know, business district area, and the closest underground station from LSE is Holborn, and I took that station. I stopped at that station every day, and you know, it was all business people going about their day to go to work and everything. So you didn't really feel like you're a student because you're surrounded by business people. And another thing that I don't like is that their buildings are scattered. I mean, they're in a close proximity with each other, but it's still like very you don't feel like you're in a campus environment. You know, you have to run from one building to another, and you don't feel like you're in a campus environment because you're in, I guess it's a business district. Yeah, so that's what I don't like. And also, when I was there, they were doing like this big renovation on several buildings, and it definitely reduced the number of hangout places for students. Just places to study at, or places to meet your friends. Yeah, so that would be my overall review of it. But I also want to talk about some of the details of my studying experience, which was really, really excellent. Studying with international students, if you have never done that before, it is actually quite interesting because you can exchange perspectives and you can debate on some topic. The teacher and the faculty, they're great. They encourage you to speak up. They taught you how to think critically, and coming from Indonesia, it is a very different approach. I don't know how to say this. Maybe my fellow Indonesian friends know how I feel, but in Indonesia, we're not really taught to speak up. So at first, it was sort of overwhelming for me to try to speak up more in class. And obviously, a lot of students at LSE, they're just very, very dominant as an academic, and they love to speak up. Sometimes I think it's a bit much. Sometimes I feel like they just want to show off, but I guess that's how it is if you're studying with all smart people. But studying with international students is definitely very one of the most rewarding experience I had in my life. Talking about accommodation, it is just really hard to find a place that matches your style, your standard, and your budget. I lived in Zone 3, which is far from LSE. If I took the bus, it could take me like almost 2 hours to get to school. But I usually took the tube, the underground, and with the underground, usually it took me like 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes at most. LSE offers accommodation for their master's students and their bachelor students as well. But I guess I was kind of late to the party because they got full booked quite quickly. And the accommodations that was offered by LSE is actually located, I think it's in Zone 1, I think. It's not even in Zone 2, it's in Zone 1. So it's very convenient for you to go to campus. You can just go to campus by bus, I mean, it's London. You have to know it's difficult. So you should at least sacrifice your budget or your standard or your preference. Another thing that I like about studying at LSE, besides the studying experience and the academic environment, I like the fact that since it is located in the middle of London, you have plenty of food choices. One of my favorites is wasabi. They sell like a bento rice box and all things Japanese fast food. They cost quite affordable, and they have a branch that is located right across of LSE, one of the buildings where I go to a lot at LSE. So it was nice, and there are, Starbucks is just around the corner, and there's Costa and there's Cafe Nero. Like, those are all the coffee shops brands in London or in the UK. But because it's London, of course, it's going to be expensive. The best thing that you can do, which I also did a lot, is to bring food from home. So I usually bring lunchbox, and then LSE has plenty of microwaves where you can just heat your food in and you're ready to go. Okay, so just to sum it up, I think from what I can say about LSE, it is a very engaging place to study at. And if you are looking for a place where you want to be challenged academically, where you want to learn as much as possible, study as much as possible. LSE is definitely the place, but since it is located in London, there are good sides and bad sides of it, especially when it comes to budgeting, when it comes to your expenses. It's going to be very, very expensive as an international student. Yeah, I would really recommend LSE for social science students, and for those of you who are really passionate in your studies, in the subject that you're studying. It is a very, very great place to explore that academic side of you. You know, I just really love the experience of studying there, and it was really academically engaging and challenging as well. But it was really rewarding, and it taught me a lot of things. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe on this channel. Just click one of those buttons down here, and good luck if you're trying to get into LSE right now. And yeah, maybe I will see you in the next video. Bye!